Hello, everybody. It's time for this week's Ask Grad, and I am sporting Pegasus. So, hey guys, it's that time again. It's our time where we get the messages for the week, as well as do as many free readings as I can get done in 30 minutes. So, about every 6 weeks, it rolls around that it is time for the fairies to get their chance to tell us what the messages are for the week. And it's that week. So we will be doing fairy messages for the week of July 16th through the 22nd. So let's just go ahead and get going on that. Hi, everybody. Come on in. All right. All right. So we're going to start with the Princess of Spring. And I like to think of this as swing into action. So this week, Monday and Tuesday of the week of July 16th through the 22nd, you really need to swing into action. Now, this is a very creative card. Let me show it to you, the Instagrammers and to the Facebook folk. So this is really, I love that. I love the fairies too, Helena. So this is a card that really does talk about swinging into action, but it's a very creative card. So for Monday and Tuesday, really keep your focus on creativity. What is it that you can get done this week that you really need to get done? I know I have a humongous deadline tomorrow for Hay House. So I'll make it. I always make it. It's by that much, but I make it. So anyway, Detroit in the house, yes. So anyway, so Monday, Tuesday, very creative, swing into action, get things done. Now, along that, excuse me, same line of creativity, for Wednesday, Thursday, we have Six of Summer. Now, this is also quite a creative card, Six of Summer. But it's also got a message about the past, about childhood, growing up, people from the past who come back into our lives, sometimes in a romantic way. Other times it's just people that we haven't thought of in a long time and suddenly we bump into them. But when you put these two cards together, sometimes it's about the cards together, all right? So this is a very creative card. This is a very creative card. This is, so it might be, but this is also a card about making your dreams come true. So it could be that an old dream from the past starts to come back into your awareness, becomes something that you suddenly realize, oh my gosh, I remember wanting to be blank or to do blank in my life when I was much younger, and I sort of lost that dream. So it could be a dream that comes back into our world, back into our awareness, and that we want to make come true again. For the weekend, we have Ace of Winter. So Ace of Winter. So here we go. I really love this card. I really love what the artist did with this image. But Ace of Winter is a card that talks about a bumpy start. So you might try to do something, you might try to start something new this weekend, and it could be a little bumpy, all right? Don't let that in any way keep you from going after what you're wanting to go after. It's okay. Sometimes things start with a bumpy start. I usually think of it this way when it's, and I've said this before, we in the spiritual community, we have a tendency, if we feel like we're bumping our head against the wall, we start to question, well, maybe I'm not supposed to be doing this, maybe I'm wrong. And sometimes that is true. I mean, we shouldn't, you don't want to just keep on keeping on, but sometimes the universe is just trying to help us to correct our course, that we're not quite on course, that we could do this a different way, we could do this a happier way, a way that would lead us to more joy. And so the universe is just basically trying to edge us this away or nudge us that away, and that's where we run into some problems. So it's a good week. I mean, it's like I said, swing into action, very creative, very creative. Possibly something from the past that pops back up. Maybe a bumpy weekend, but so what? It's the weekend. Although I don't know what a weekend is. So I work from home and I'm self-employed, and my husband is in retail. So we don't do weekends. Anyway, so for those of you who are just joining us, we just did the fairy messages for the week of July 16th through the 22nd. If you missed them, hey, it is no problem. It is no problem, because you can, with this video will be posted on Facebook. Thank you, Jan. It will be posted on Instagram for 24 hours, and it'll be on YouTube. Just give me a little bit of time to download it off Facebook and upload it onto YouTube. So for those of you who are tuning in, maybe you're new to our little tribe, as my dear friend Kyle Gray likes to call it. I'm Radley Valentine. Hi. I'm a Hay House author. And it's so funny. I was working on something, this project that is due tomorrow. And I was thinking to myself how much I love what I do. I am so blessed. And I just love, love, love what I do. I love that every week I get to talk to you guys, and that I get to go around the world and talk to people and teach people and learn from them, because it is a two-way street. Don't let anyone ever tell you that it's not. I know. I love Kyle too, Angel. He's currently vacationing in the south of France. So, and he needed a vacation. He works really hard. Okay, so let's get to it, shall we? Let's get to it. I'm sorry. It's very windy here where I live today, and it's just blowing everything around. So anyway, all right. Chantel sings, "Is it time to leave my 5-year relationship and be single?" Wow, we're just going to start out with the solid stuff, aren't we? Okay, so I'm going to start this week with Angel Tarot cards for Chantel's question. Well, we just talked about this card from Fairy Tarot cards. This is Ace of Air. This is Ace of Air. So as I explained, just like it is in Ace of Winter in the Fairy Tarot cards, this is a card that says that we shouldn't give up. So I would say don't give up just yet. Stay the course. And usually when this card shows up, it is a card that says that the troubles will start to dissipate, but you have to keep going. Now, like I also said just a moment ago, this is a card that can indicate that the universe is trying to help us learn something. So it's a don't quit card, but it is a learn from this situation card. And so you and your partner of 5 years are trying to learn something. I mean, it's funny because I was thinking about this also just this morning, as I was waking up, I was thinking about Lee and I, and no relationship is perfect. Everybody's relationships have challenges one way or the other. And we have had our fair share of challenges. And yet here we are 10.5 years in, and I don't think we've ever been happier. So you can get past serious challenges and then a relationship turn into something that is a true blessing. So I'd hold on for now. All right, hold on. At the very least, you are not done learning from this relationship, even if it ends at a later time. Okay. Facebook. Hi, Facebookers. How are you doing? How are you doing? So Francesca says, can you give me a message from my angels about the upcoming adoption of a child from China? It's been a long road. Well, first of all, the first thing I want to say to you, Francesca, is thank you. Thank you for all that you are doing in order to take care of a child that needs a home. And my baby brother and his husband, they also adopted. So I know how adoption can be a challenge. So thank you for what you were doing to save a child, and many blessings to you on that. So let's get you a message though. I'm going to choose Archangel Power Tarot cards. I'm going to hide your comment now, Francesca. Archangel Power Tarot cards for this particular question. Sorry, like I said, the allergens where I am right now are just okay. And 2 and 1. All right. So the card for you is 2 of Raphael. 2 of Raphael. So this is a card that is about falling in love. Okay. So this has 2 messages for you. First of all, you're going to fall absolutely head over heels in love with this child. If you haven't met the child yet and you're still working on it, or even if you had, this is a true lifelong love affair that you will have with your child. Also, because it's 2 of Raphael, one of the things that this tells me is that this is a very positive card. You can see from this card that the light, they are coming together, and with the light between them. And so it's going to happen. I'm sorry it's been such a hard road. I don't think it's going to be much longer, though. I think you're just about there. Just about there. All right, so let's see. Let's see. Hi, everybody. If you're just joining, this is Ask Rad. Let's see. Bella wants to know, should I start proactively looking for a new job? You know what? Let's ask the fairies that. All right, let's ask the fairies. Should Bella start proactively looking for a new job? Okay. All right, so the answer is unity. So I'm going to let you answer your own question based on the meaning of this card, Bella. Here we go with Kyle again. Kyle is always talking about find your tribe. All right, he's always talking about that. This is a card that is about finding your tribe. If you really like where you're working and you like the people and you like that situation, then no, you don't go looking. If you don't, if you feel like these people are not my tribe, if you feel like this is not the right place for me, these are not people that I resonate with, these are not people that get me or know me or understand me, then the answer would be yes. Go find your tribe unless you're already in your tribe. All right? All right, let's see. Oh my goodness, Purple Iris. Oh, no, don't report her. It's been a year waiting for a reading from you. Please, a twin flame reading. Okay, so, all right, so here's a couple of things that I want to say about that. So I know that one of the downsides, if there is a downside to the work that I do, is that there's already 450 comments and 584 people watching. I can't get all of you. It's just not it's not possible. So I let the angels just guide my eyes to the right questions for me to answer. And I always want people to remember that the universe is amazing and magical and powerful, and a reading can be also for you that is also for Purple Iris. It doesn't have to just be for Purple Iris. The universe is magical that way. That's why Cards of the Day by me or by any other author can work and resonate for so many people, because that universe, the God doesn't fit in a box. And so a reading can be for more than one person. And so I'm going to do a twin flame, well, we'll talk about that, twin flame reading for Purple Iris. And so if that is the kind of reading that you've been wanting, then listen in. Maybe this reading is also for you. Now, Purple Iris, I kind of have this little personal rule. I will not do readings for twin flames, soulmates, or regular romances specifically, okay? Specifically. In other words, and this is how I always explain this, and if you've been watching me a year, you're going to go, yeah, I already heard this. But the thing is that I talk about those kinds of relationships and how to be your own genie. I'm so sorry, guys. It's just allergies. How to Be Your Own Genie, my newest book. And all of those relationships are different from one another, and they have different aspects. But here's what I always do. I ask for people who want a relationship reading. I ask that the question of when is Purple Iris and anyone else going to find a relationship that is joyful, happy, supports you emotionally, supports you in your goals, fulfills you, helps you, lets you grow, and gives you great love. After that, I don't care about the labels. I don't care if it's a twin flame. I don't care if it's a soulmate. I don't care about any of that. I don't care. I just care that you get that. And if that's a soulmate, great. If it's a twin flame, great. If it's just a regular romance, great. We don't care. We just care that you get that thing that you deserve and that thing that you want. All right? Okay. All right. So where am I going to go? I'm going to go. Okay, since we're doing this for so many people, and I'll tell you why I said that in just a second. Okay. Okay, I'm back. So I just did a card of the day for the week that's coming up, and it was listen to your intuition. And I was talking about how you should always listen to your intuition. And my intuition said, make sure that you have Romance Angels Oracle cards on your desk when you start this show, and I didn't. So I had to go get them. See, listen to your intuition. So we're going to do a full-on 3-card reading for anyone who is looking for the relationship that would best serve their soul purpose and bring them happiness and joy. Here we go. 2 and 1. Well, hi, Danny. Welcome. Let's see. Okay. All right. So first of all, stay optimistic about your love life. If you are in a pessimistic place, you are not going to manifest the relationship that you are talking about. You need to, this is a great reading. You have to stay optimistic. If you have fallen into pessimism about relationships, about your ability to find one, you need to fix that, okay? You need to fix your thoughts, get your head back on correctly so that you are in a positive, optimistic opening. This is my downfall, Jenna says. You know you cannot be there. You have got to be in a place of positive optimism, anticipation, excitement. All right? Excitement, anticipation, positive optimism. Next card, trust. Well, that just follows on to this, right? You have got to trust. You have to believe. You have to believe. The situation is calling for you to have faith, all right? And so, again, positive mind, positive life, Danny is saying. And so it's like you've got to trust. Positive Trust. And finally, the next card is you got to love yourself first. All right? Love yourself first. You have got to do that. You have got to love yourself first. So, and this is the card that matters the most. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So this is word. So this is it, right? It's like this is the one that we care about. This is the one that says love will come. It's coming. It's coming. But you got to love yourself first, and you got to trust that it's coming, and you got to stay optimistic about it, and that's when it will come into your life. You know, I love these cards. I'm just good. You know what we're going to do? It's like I'm making a pact with you guys. Other than my cards, the only deck I always have on my desk is Talking to Heaven by James Van Praagh, because these rock and roll. But you know what? I keep having to get out of my chair to go get the Romance Angels Oracle cards. They just made it onto the desk. They're just going to stay there. All right. There we go. Resonating so hard right now. I love Instagrammers. You are so hilarious. Hilarious people. Okay, so back to Facebook. Oh, actually, we're halfway through, so I wanted to tell you something. So I'm doing a free video series with Hay House on how to do card readings. So it's currently happening. If you're on Instagram, you can click on the link in my bio and it'll take you to the free videos. If you're on Facebook, just scroll down and we posted a new video that's just a snippet just this morning, and you'll find a link where you can post it. And it's a free video series. We're on video 2 of 4. Don't worry that you missed one, because if you click on the link, it'll take you to 2, and you can go watch 1 again and stuff. So free video series, go watch it. Okay. All right. Back to Facebook. Let's see. Oh, hey, Barbie. Hi, honey. All right. I'd love to know what other decks you recommend, Radley. I bought a bunch of decks recently on sale from Hay House and not sure which ones to keep. Well, it would never occur to me to get rid of one. I have like 70, 80 decks right now. Actually, that's not entirely true. There's these little, in the United States anyway, we have these little free libraries that people build in their little boxes. They're like overgrown birdhouses, and they have free books and stuff. And I did just put a deck in there the other day where I was like, I'm never going to read from this deck. But you know, there's nothing. I don't have a deck that I would tell you not to get, Barbie. I mean, I still have all of my old During Virtue decks, and I obviously still love them and use them, except for the ones that I just never resonated with in the first place. And there are decks that I just never resonated with in the first place, and that's one of the decks I just put in that library. So, I think Kyle does a beautiful job. I think Colette does an amazing job. Denise does an amazing job. I mean, these people create beautiful decks. And, you know, it's for you, Barbie. If you haven't checked out Colette's stuff, check out Colette Baron-Reid's decks, because she really puts some serious mojo in her decks. And I recently just had a conversation with her because I've been with her a lot this year, her and Kyle. I've been with them a lot this year, and Denise. And some of the things that she does to create card decks, I think I'm going to start doing myself. So check out Colette Baron-Reid. All right. Yes, Dwayne, me too. Card junkie. Hi, my name is Radley. I'm a cardaholic. Nice to meet you. Okay. All right. Oh, where to go? So D Sanchez 444. Can I please have a message from my father who passed away 4 years ago? Sure. So for that, we will go to Talking to Heaven by Mr. James Van Praagh. Let's see. Okay. Okay. The first card is, my death was painless. Please don't worry or hold on to guilt. So I see these, there's more than one card in Talking to Heaven that is about guilt. And you know, it's like people have a tendency to feel guilt about people who have passed over. And here's what I just really kind of want to say is that I don't think you should do that because because first of all, it's not helpful. I mean, we learn from things where if you felt like I didn't, you know, spend enough time with my dad, or I wish I'd said I love you more to my dad, or whatever thing, it's like your dad knows that now. All right, your dad knows that because your dad is rejoined with on the other side and knows this very clearly. Crystal's right. Guilt equals low vibes. So I see that a lot. The next card is, my mind is free. My mind is free. I'm not quite sure how to interpret that exactly, except that maybe that was something that, maybe that means something to you, but his mind is free. And maybe what he's also saying is that his dad is, that his mind is free of guilt as well. And then also, I have no more earthly worries. I have no more earthly worries. So, you know, it's like dad's groovy, okay? Dad is cool. So don't worry about dad and don't have any guilt. All right? Okay. All right, so let's put that away and go back to Facebook. Hi, Facebookers. So it's Harjo Gabri. Wow, what a name. So if I messed up your name, I'm sorry. I really apologize if I messed up your name. So, so you actually have a guardian angel named Michael. Well, this is actually interesting. Oh, okay. So your two guardian angels have names that are the same as archangels. And so that is not to confuse them, okay? So your guardian angels' names are Michael and Gabriel. That happens sometimes. That is not the same as the archangels. That is not to say that the archangels are your guardian angels, because they're not. Apples, oranges, not the same thing, okay? So, but their names are Michael and Gabriel. And that might indicate that they have influences in your life that are similar to the influences that those archangels might have in your life. But Michael and Gabriel. All right. Let's see. Oh, so Emmy4 also wants, Emmy4 also wants guardian angel names. For you, they are not archangel names. Their names, the names I am getting are Emma and Grace. Emma and Grace. Emma and Grace. Yep. Okay. I am E4. Hi there. Nice to see you too. Let's see. Oh, hi, Heather. Pregnant at 4. Well, hello. Pregnant at 42, totally shocked. Will this baby make it? Well, honey, you don't look 42, and neither does your husband. You guys look young. So here's what I want to say about that before I ever pull a card is I just want to say that, you know what? Your external appearance is reflecting the youthfulness that is within you and your youthful energy. And you know what? So yes, the baby will be fine. Okay, this is a card this is 6 of Michael. It does talk about maybe things being a little bumpy at first, but the ship is moving into sunny skies. Okay, this is the card in the suit of Michael where we get past the difficulties, past the challenges, and instead move into the happiness, and things start to go really great. So it might be a little bit bumpy, but here's what I want to say, Heather. It's like, a child that is born to a mother that is 42, think of all the wisdom you have. Think of all the things that you've learned. Think about all the things that you know now at 42 that you did not know at 22. And this child gets to have that experience. That I almost said a pronoun. Okay, don't do that, Redley. The child gets the benefit of that. Okay? God, I do that so much. I accidentally give away sexes of babies, and parents are like, why'd you do that? Okay, all right, so Pajama Magic says, amen to that, all right? Okay, so YoFabco, I would love a card. I am a little lost after my burnout. Okay, so you know what? Let's go back to the fairies. Okay, go back to the fairies for you. Okay, for card at the moment for you after your burnout. Well, things are about to get a whole lot better. Here, Facebookers, it's the Wheel. The Wheel is a card that is astrologically ruled by Jupiter, if you know about astrology. And that is expansive, happy, joyful energy. This is a card of good luck, all right? This is a card that talks about a change in luck. Where things didn't seem like they were moving, the wheel shows that they start to move. This is a card that talks about things getting a whole lot better, things being joyful. I mean, the imagery that I chose for this is basically sort of Rapunzel-esque, but so you can think of it as like climbing out of the tower and finally being free, but also a spinning wheel, spinning straw into gold. All right. So Mixed Fairy Tales by Radley Valentine on tarot cards. You just never know what I'll do. I start my next deck hopefully on Tuesday. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Let's see. So I just want to show this to Heather. Many of my friends have had children at this age, even my mom's. Mom had twins at 42 and had another child at 45. Congrats. See, Heather, you're fine, honey bunny. You're fine. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Oh, okay. So Clara, I love that name. So Clara says, I feel stuck in my life. Any messages for me, please? So let's go to, we haven't played with Angel Answer Oracle cards yet today. So let's do that before we run out of time. Okay, all right, there we go. Listen to your intuition. So this is the card of the day for one day in the coming week. And I talked about this actually at the beginning of the show. Maybe Clara, maybe you didn't see this part, but it's just the thought of listen to your intuition. Don't dismiss something. Don't dismiss when your intuition tells you to do something. For example, when your intuition says, get the romance angels and put them on your desk, and you don't do it, and then you have to walk off camera from in front of where are we now? We're now at 1,000. Don't do that. So listen to your intuition, Clara. That's your message. Okay, so let's see. Spirit Light Goddess, I've had some tough luck this year. Is there a message for me? So let's go back to Angel Tarot cards for that one. Okay. The High Priestess. I know, Spirit Light Goddess, that you're saying you've had some tough times, but and because of your name, you probably know what this card means. But the High Priestess is a great card for going within, for meditation, for going within, for listening to self. It's not a card for taking action just yet. It's a card for really going within and understanding via meditation or mindfulness meditation, what is the reason for the things that you've been going through. I love the High Priestess. Pay attention to your emotions. What emotion are you currently experiencing with the most frequency right now? And what is behind that emotion? The reason I say that is because for those of you who don't know, it's hard to tell on this card on camera, but the High Priestess's dress is turning into, oh, she's working on a mindfulness certification. Ta-da! There's your validation for that. But to just say this, the High Priestess's dress is turning into water. All right, this is one of the deep symbols of tarot. Her dress is turning into water. And that water that flows through tarot, through the major arcana, it all started here. It started here, and it flows through the tarot. And so that's emotion. But there's your validation. So enjoy that, okay? Okay, Facebook. Let's see. Doro, hi. Hi, Rad. Would love my angel names, please. Thank you. Okay, so I'm getting Jeremiah and Leah. Leah. Jeremiah and Leah. Jeremiah and Leah. Okay. All right. So let's see. Social, I think it's supposed to be social butterfly. Social butterfly, will I be offered the job I auditioned for, or I'm sorry, interviewed for? Fairy Tarot cards. Here we go. There we go. So the card I'm getting is renewal. Renewal. So hi social butterfly. So this, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna do the same thing I did with you that I did with a person before, because this card actually reminds me so much of the Unity card that I talked about earlier. So this depends on you interpreting what this card means based on your situation. If this new job is a total departure for you, something completely new, something that is just something completely new for you, then I would say yes, you're going to get that job. If it is not, if it's just you doing the same old, I think that the angels or the fairies, in this case, the fairies, have something new planned for you. They have something new planned for you. And so if you don't get it, then don't worry, something better is coming. This is one of the things that I talk about in How to Be Your Own Genie. Always, 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 always be open for the universe to provide you something better than what you asked for, because the universe does that all the time. So a lot of my friends, it's out of state, but in the same work. Well, that could mean, yeah. I mean, I guess what I just want to say is to say a lot of my friends end all their prayers, like, for example, Heather Hildebrand, the amazing, amazing medium, ends all her prayers with this or something better, right? This or something better. And I think that all of our prayers, and anytime we ask the angels for something, should always end with this or something better, right? I think so. I think that's a really great way for us to end. So thanks, guys, for being here with me. Again, remember, I have a free 4-part video series that is available. Instagrammers, it's in the link in my bio. On Facebook, you can find it on my Facebook link and a little snippet video that's right below this video. I'll put the link on YouTube when I upload the YouTube video so that those people can find it there too. Guys, I got to go back to work. Like I said, I have a huge, huge deadline for Hay House tomorrow, so I got to go to work. So y'all have fun this week. If you missed the fairy messages for the week, when this video posts, you can go back to the beginning and watch it from the start. Love you guys. Remember, life is magic.